Donald Trump, only person whose hair has its own foreign policy. Every sentence is 3 slogans in a trench coat. He'll say, people are saying, and I'm like, who? Donald, your barber. Because that man is taking real risks for the economy. Joe Biden, grandpa energy so strong he can whisper you into recycling. Every speech starts calm. Then suddenly whisper mode engaged like he's telling the nation a secret marinade recipe. Here's the deal. To parts by partisanship. 3 parts patience. Let it simmer. Folks, Elon Musk, we used to launch rockets to space. Now, we launch tweets and hope they don't re-enter the atmosphere over HR. He's the only guy who can make traffic on Earth worse just by digging a hole and calling it vision. Kanye West, a genius producer who treats the public like an endless studio session. You never know if you're getting a banger, a brainstorm, or a beta release. I'm just waiting for the patch notes. E3.1 bug fixes. Added humility slider. The Kardashians, America's royal family if the crown. Jewels were ring lights. They've rebranded more times than my passwords. Say what you want, but they turned Go Get Your Angles into a $1 trillion masterclass. Jeff Bezos, man, looked at today's shipping and said, cute. Now, packages arrive so fast the doorbell rings before I click checkout. I opened a box the other day and it said, we've been here. You were sleeping. Mark Zuckerberg, he's not a robot, he's just optimized for battery life. Blinks in low power mode, speaks in terms and conditions. Somewhere there's a firmware update titled Add Humor Beta. Kamala Harris has the laugh of someone who just remembered the group project is due tomorrow and she already did it. Her speeches always have that prosecutor cadence, let me be clear, and I will be, and I'm like, I've never felt so politely cross-examined. Ayuk and Marjorie Taylor Greene, opposite ends of the same American Pilates class. One's like engage your core values, the other's like flip the table, it's cardio. Meanwhile, the rest of us are just stretching, trying not to pull a democracy. Tom Brady, retired so many times his AARP card has an option for preseason. He eats cleaner than my conscience. If Kale had a quarterback rating, it would be Tom. Oprah, still the only person who can make an entire audience cry by announcing a noun. You get perspective. And somehow we leave with a brand new worldview and a scented candle we didn't pay for. Beyoncé, the debate isn't is she the queen, it's which era are we going to? If she sold a course on time management, Congress would pass it unanimously and finally start on time. LeBron James. We argue GOAT while he's still adding chapters. At this point, he's not chasing Jordan. He's chasing geology trying to erode the mountain until it's a flat comparison. The Supreme Court. 9 people who can trend without a TikTok. We all pretend we read the opinion. Meanwhile, we're texting friends. So, what does it mean if my toaster is now a person? Calm down. It means nothing. Probably Florida and California as people. Florida shows up in flip-flops to the culture war. Let's make it weird. California rolls in with almond milk and a startup pitch. We've replaced arguing with an app. It also sells you a $21 smoothie. Media personalities. Cable news anchors are basically emotional. Personal trainers. Feel the outrage. Feel the burn. Don't cool down. Stay mad through the break. I'm like, can I just stretch and hydrate? America in general. We're a country where the left lane is for speeding and the right lane is for podcasting. We're loud, we're messy, and somehow we're still a group project that turns in the assignment 5 minutes before the deadline with glitter.